Hi there, I'm Ben and welcome to part 9 of my full platinum walkthrough for the Dead Space Remake. We are in Chapter 9, which is Dead on Arrival. We are in the other ship that just crashed into us at the end of Chapter 8, sorry. And I can't remember what it's called. The Kellyan, I think. Or was that the one we were in at the start? Either way, if you need health or you need to go back to the Ishimura at some point, you can just come out of here and just fly across. You can just see it over there. So if you are low at this point now is when you would want to go and do it. Go to the shop or whatever, go back across, then you can go and do that now. Because everything we do here is missable in a way. A lot of the logs are actually story related. But everything else you see, all the pickups and everything are missable. Because once we leave this, once we get what we're here for and take it out of the ship, it's going to start blowing up and then it will blow up and we can't come back. So it's actually quite a short one, this one. I know it says 50 minutes, but only about 25 minutes of this is actually chapter 9. And then we're going to do a massive run around and clean everything up from all the other chapters that we've been to, all the rest of the Ishimura once we get back onto that. Because we'll have the Master Override, because everything will be open to us at that point. So, yes, we will have our first log, which we just get there, and then look around everywhere for stuff, especially if you do need health like I do. It's not too difficult, this one. It's quite straightforward. You don't get swamped with a massive amount of enemies. There are certain points where you do get a lot of enemies, but it's quite easy to manage. So look in all the lockers. See whatever you can find. There is going to be a new enemy type in a roundabout way. They have stasis in them. You're going to see one in a moment. I'll show you. It's easier to just show you rather than try and explain. So look in all these beds as well. There's all sorts everywhere. So do look around. I think there's some here as well. I think I may miss some on the left. Either way, plenty around. So my health is looking a bit better now, a bit healthier. So this is where the first time we're going to see one. He's going to drop down over there. Yeah, we can't go that way yet. So they're like normal necromorphs, but they're really fast, really fast. So the flamethrower or the force gun is actually really good against them because it hits them, and in their chest, so similar to say Iron Man, there's a blue sort of, I don't know, light is what it is, and that is a stasis module. If you hit that, they will slow down. It will automatically slow them down. And then you can obviously do a load of damage to them then. So you want to hit them in the chest. The flamethrower is good, the force gun is good, because obviously it's a big AoE sort of explosion as you shoot, or the flamethrower does the same thing. And you want to get them down pretty quickly. They're a pain, and they do sort of play dead as well. It's a bit weird. Like you saw that one then, sort of lies on the floor a bit. So do watch out for that. This room we're going to skip. I did think the enemies spawned in once we grab that log. I will grab it on the way out. I just wanted to get it last just in case. But it's actually as we grab the battery. I couldn't quite remember because they didn't spawn at all in my practice run. So I don't know why. So there's one log here on the floor. And then have a look for all sorts of stuff. There's no shop on here. And there's no workbench. But again, it's really short. So you should be okay with regards to item management. There is a node there on the wall. Obviously, you want to grab that. And then come back in. You can grab this log safely, but do not grab the battery just yet. And you're going to want to just stand in the doorway. So open up so it's orders, that one there. Open up this door. Stand in the doorway and grab the battery. And then just back out of the door. You're going to see them drop in. You can just completely ignore them and move on. I think there's 2 or 3 in there, so doing this actually skips a lot of messing around, to be honest. And then pop the battery in and take the lift up. Yeah. So coming up very shortly is an insta-death section. There's going to be another log here. This is Dr. Kyne. An insta-death section. It's really easy to die as well if you... I did it twice. I didn't do it on my practice run. I did it twice on my previous runs. So this is technically my 4th. Twice. I completely forgot about it. It's really obvious as well, because they're telling you about a nuke that there is. So, don't set the nuke off, basically. So do make a save here, very important. If you want to be extra safe, go make a backup as well. As we go in this room, so we're going to hit this, have something with, so either the plasma cutter, nothing that does AoE. So hit this, go in, and you can actually just grab these two. There's one here on the right, so the floor here. So grab that, it's one of the poles that you can just fire. And there is a nuke, you can see it right there. And the enemies in this room are two of the explodey hand necromorph things. So you want to kill them instantly with that. Don't aim for the hand either. So don't blow that up. And there's another pole over here, and there's one just on the, across here. So don't get too close, and then just throw it. And then you're safe. You're okay. Well, don't stand on the thing either. Just get rid of the nuke first. So enemy-wise, you're okay. If you do shoot or stand on the exploding part of their arm, the nuke will detonate and you will die, and that's that. So that's why it's quite easy to do and forget about, to be honest. So once they're all knocked off, not broken, grab the battery, pop it in here, and then use the console to get rid of the nuke. And once that is gone, obviously you're safe to do whatever. So yeah, it's going to deploy it, and we'll just have a look around for the items. So this one will drop. Well, you may or may not be able to get the one that this dropped. It's a bit tight. And then you have the one here as well. And you will get a log once the nuke is gone. Why bring a nuke? I think it's fairly obvious, and they do figure it out shortly. It was not a rescue mission. You can't really blame them, though, can you? I know it'd be terrible if you were Isaac. Yes, you wouldn't want to die, but you wouldn't want this getting to Earth either. So I know it's not the best, but what can you do? Right, so at the end here, you got some items. There's going to be a semiconductor over here, so get that. Do look in all the corners, because there will be different items for you than there are for me. We're about to get a missable trophy. This is only available on this ship. It's really easy to do. It's just if you don't interact with the console, you can miss it. So coming in here, it's going to be... This is the worst enemy type. I really don't like these. It's going to be one of those ones, yeah, with the, you know, that fall apart. And if you move too far to the left, which I'm going to have to do, unfortunately, because I don't go. Try not to go down here. Try and push it back with the force gun rather than come down here. There's going to be two of the new enemy type appear, the fast ones. So there, you can just see the both of them there. The flamethrower got them. Even now, they're still fast, scary fast. So just don't waste time with them. Just finish them. They do, yeah, see, I think, yeah, he's playing dead, was he not? They're weird things, weird ones. Definitely confirm your kills with those ones. Getting a nice amount of health now, which is good. So we've not done the trophy yet. We're going to throw another save in before we do that, because it is there's quite a few enemies will appear. Easy to manage once you know where they come from. I will be using those. You can use them. Explosive barrels or canisters, and then you've got these, which are just basically flame canisters. So do another quick save. If you are on impossible, obviously, if you're on easy or something, then it's not too bad. So it's not going to happen right away until you press the console in this next room. So don't worry about that. So this console on the left there. And we're just going to put some cans around here so we can use them. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, that's not what I want either. That's what I want. Nope. Picking all the wrong things up. Right, that'll do. So there's some ammo on the desk. Don't press the console. Just actually, you're not too bad. It takes quite a while to cycle through. Some ammo here. And then once you do the console, so what you want to do is back up into this corner. It's probably the safest place, really. You've got, they'll come out of there, and then there's a vent to the right here. So more than likely, the first two will drop under where I've just put the explosive cans. So here and to the left. The first one should drop straight in front of you here. Just chuck a can at it. I think this one just walks straight through the can when I do this. Just do a quick reload. So I've pressed the console and it's a firing range basically. And once it finishes, all the lights are going to drop like that. And then the enemies are going to come in. So I'll throw the can and it just walks straight through it, which is not cool. Flamethrower is actually quite good because it is dark in here. It lights everything up as well. So you've got one of those, then you'll have another enemy from the back. He came from the back this time. One of the fast ones, again, this is why I'm using the flamethrower. They do come in stages, not all at once. And then you should have one to... Are we going to have one? Yeah, he's actually coming from the left, so... That worked quite well, that little trap there. Now you're going to have two of the little death babies that will come from the right hand side. And it should be around here from the back. We'll have one of those ones with the explosive hand appear. Where is he? I can't actually see where he is. And then he just appears in front of me, which is not fun. So I had to stasis him, run around him. He's actually gone into his slam on the floor animation. So he's just going to kill himself, that's fine. And then we just have the two babies left, which out of all the enemies are the weakest, so you can kind of not worry about them. And once they're all dead, you will have the front toward enemy, which is for surviving this thing that we just survived. That's ultimately what the trophy is for. Surviving the shooting range. So do have a wander around, stomp on everything, get all the goodies. And then we do actually get a prize for finishing this as well, which is the lockers behind me are now open. They were locked before. So there's a node in there, most importantly. And then we'll just have a quick scan around. I don't think there's anything else on the floor in here, but there might be for you. So just have a quick walk round. No, nothing else. Right, we will move on. There's where we're going. I'm just going to put another save in. I was going to not do, but there is another insta-death section coming up. It's actually quite hard to kill yourself, but technically you could do. And we're going to get the trophy for Merchant, which is called Merchant, which is for finding the schematics. But this is the 12th one. We actually get one in the next chapter as well. So I guess the suit ones don't count. That's how they're doing it. He's holding onto his leg. So I'm going to come into here, and you go to. There's going to be an enemy straight away, and it's going to demonstrate how deadly these lasers are. Answer is very. And on the table here, it's going to be the schematic for the large med packs. And that will get you the Merchant trophy if you have all the other schematics. Like I said, that's only 12 out of 13. We will be getting another one. But I guess it's just the stuff you buy in the store that actually counts, I suppose. So yeah, stasis this thing when it goes off to the right now and then run. So yeah, you could technically kill yourself there. So that's why we put that save in. And then, yeah, he's going to appear out of the... Wow, that was fast. The vent. So hit it with the force gun or the flamethrower. I don't think it's dead yet. No. See, they play dead. Horrible little things. I'll fill up with stasis. Not too much left to do. So you'll get to this audio log here. I actually forget to bring it up right away. I'll bring it up once I've done this. I was just concentrating on getting this room. So move the luggage. There is one of those electric pads on the floor, so you'll just have to wait till it's done its thing, and then you can run past. And in here's a lot of... It's just a lot of goodies. There's nothing of importance in here, really. So I will remember that I didn't bring that log up in a moment once we go down to save. I'll bring it up then, but it's a story one. Yeah, look in all these corners because there might be something there for you. If you see that little glint. So throw a save in. Got another fight coming up. Fairly straightforward, easy one. So there, he's alive. So in here, the cargo is going to be another fight. It doesn't happen straight away, so don't worry just yet. Again, it's quite easy if you know what to do, so get everything ready. There's going to be an assortment of enemies, all sorts. The first one's actually going to be a pregnant one, so if you want to get some kills with a specific weapon, get that ready. But as you move down here, the lights are going to cut out. If you're quick, you can grab some stasis, but you want to come back here. I always miss that. I always try and grab it and miss it. Yeah, if you come back here, all the enemies come from in front of you, so it's quite easy. You can just kind of deal with them all. Flamethrower. This, if you're not going for specific weapon kills, then flamethrower is best against those because it dies without the babies. You're gonna have two. Here they come. Yeah, we'll go for the flamethrower. It's good against them, and you've got the. Oh, you can see him being in the back there as well. Stasis that one. Don't want him getting too close. So it's pretty straightforward. You've got the exploding hand. I don't think that one's dead. Yes, it is now. Yep, fast one. So force gun or flamethrower. Throw a quick grenade at it. It's actually quite good. Little combo. If you flamethrower or force gun, then use the grenade or the mine from the rifle. It should take care of them pretty much. So there will be another fast one. Use the force gun on him this time. Take care of him. And then there will be a brute coming. Now the brute should go through the electric you can see ahead of me here. Be ready with some stasis. You can freeze him in the electric and he'll keep taking damage. He does actually get stuck sometimes anyway, so you can actually stun him in there and just give him a couple slaps, and we're going to go round in a minute. Just make sure he's frozen in place. Here's that thing I was after before, so I will use that. And now we'll just go round, and he is taking damage from the electric, and we'll just finish him off with a quick couple of grenades to the back. And that should be it. So once he's down, that's everything else. And of course you will get a node, so pick that up. And yeah, the lights will come back on and you'll be safe. So yeah, it's an easy fight really, because everything comes towards you, which makes it easy really. So now we'll clear this place up. If you've got the time, obviously look in all the corners, see if there's anything missing. There's actually some health I missed on the right there, on the right next to the... how the hell did I miss that? It was in the fire, just before the fire, so look out for that. And health is one of the things that I'm quite low on. So in here you'll get the semiconductor. Should be a semiconductor in there. Move this luggage out the way. There's a couple more crates here. So yeah, we're nearly done. Chapter 9 is nearly done. As you go through here, we'll get another log.
The battl's munition logs. It wasn't just a nuke. They came loaded for war. Seek and destroy. This was no patrol.
DOA.
Someone knew. We were all dead from the moment we arrived.
So yeah, again, look behind things. I do know there's something behind the other side. And then this is going to be the engine room. This is basically the final room. And then it's a run back to escape. So throw a save in. Lots of fire coming up. You don't want to get stuck in the fire and die. So yeah, it's just time. Don't try and rush it. It looks like you can make both, but don't. Learn from my mistake in the in hydroponics. This final one, you'll need to use this crate to block it. Don't worry about going straight ahead just yet. Wait for this to stop, and then you can run across. A few bits in this corner. What am I doing? Selective healing at this point, yes. Now try and grab this crate. It's not necessary that you can grab getting this one from the other side again. You can use the same one over and over here if you like. It just makes it a little bit easier. There's one at the back as well. Gives you a little bit more breathing room to use 2. And then at the end here, we're going to be able to switch the power. As soon as you do this, 3 crawlers will come towards you. 2 pretty quickly. One of them will come out of that vent. So I'm actually going to use a mine. I should have fired it a bit further back because it does go off with this first one, but it's not too bad. Flamethrower's pretty good for this section. So do both of the circuits. Fire suppression and elevators. Yeah, so the mine did go. I think it was actually me that hit the mine. I didn't do it far enough back. So there'll be another one coming towards you. And there will be a third one as well. He's slightly later than the first 2. So you should be able to get the first 2. Maybe grab the tail of this thing. One of these. Or just be ready for it. That's what I'm trying to do here. I can't bloody get hold of it. Yeah, that's not what I want. But luckily for me, while I'm messing around like a dumbass, the third one's actually died already. So don't presume he will for you. But he got stuck in the engine port here. And got toasted. So there's going to be one more of these that's going to come out the vent to the right hand side in a minute. It's just a regular one. These first 3 were the darker, stronger ones. Trying to grab the tail again. It's not working. Stupid thing. So that's just the regular weak one. And then in this corner is a node. And yeah, we're pretty much done now. We're just going to go upstairs. There's going to be a cutscene, which is not a very easy one to watch. I'm going to cut it out for 2 reasons. Time and also do put a save in here. Time and also monetization, I suppose, because there's a little bit of an explosion, let's say. We're going to lose 2 characters. Well, we've already lost one of them. We're going to lose 2, unfortunately. So I'm going to skip ahead here. So it's happened at this point. And once this opens up again, grab the Singularity Core, and then we are out of here. So the ship is going to start exploding. I don't know. I haven't really tried. I've been through here initially, and I didn't really rush, and it was fine. But you'll get a log here. Just run back to this this lift first, and I'll show you that. This is go. I did it a bit slow the first time, and the ship didn't explode. I'm sure it probably does at some point, so you do have a generous amount of time. In here is going to be 2 of the stasis ones. One's going to actually come from the right there. You can stick around. You'll have enough time to stick around and kill them properly if you want. I'm looking for the second one. I can't bloody see him, but they're so fast. Yeah, but you want to make for the other corner, basically. That's where you want to go. I'm just going to freeze them and go for it, really. Hit this door open. And then go to the right. Don't follow him because he locks the door behind him. So back through the barracks where all the beds are. This is where the thing is on the floor, so you'll just have to wait a moment for this to cycle so you don't get electrocuted. It's actually taking quite a while. There we go. And then carry on. So yeah, we're not exactly rushing. The only 2 enemies you need to worry about are those ones before. There shouldn't be any others. Through here. Out the airlock. And we're done. We cannot come back to here. This is it. But it was pretty linear. You should be okay. And yeah, we'll be straight back into the Ishimura. So there's going to be this this sort of sequence here. I left it in so you don't get sort of disorientated. But it's a cutscene, I suppose. I could have left it anyway. It was quite short. You're going to come back up in here. This is the satellite array room where we did that puzzle in the previous one. And And yeah, that's the end of Chapter 9. Just as you land on here, I'm stuck on this thing. As you land on here, you'll get your final log, which will be go to the crew deck. And you'll also get the trophy Wreckage for finishing the chapter. I'm just going to skip forward a bit here. We don't need to listen to it. There you go, Wreckage. So that's Chapter 9 done. Now we're going to do a huge sweep, or we're going to go to all of the areas, but obviously we're not going to mess around. We're going to go to certain places and get all of the doors. Be aware that there might be an enemy in here as you come in here, so just watch out. There was on my practice, there isn't this time. And then do a save. Now, because we're going back to places we've been to before, there's going to be enemies appear randomly anywhere, literally anywhere. So keep an eye out at all times. As I do this now, I'm actually just switching my guns around to my preferred sort of loadout. Yeah, for me, even with me doing it, this is the third time I've done this run. It was different each time, enemy-wise. Like what do I get? A pregnant one or something straight away? So I'm going to go up through here. Yeah, so straight away we've got an enemy here to the right. You might walk through here and get nothing. I did when I did my previous run. There was nothing at all. Pregnant one. So do look out for the pregnant ones and get your kills in. I encounter like 3 or 4 of them doing what we're about to do. So you should be able to get a few. So just follow my route, my path, and just be aware at any point an enemy can jump out. Anything, any type of enemy as well. No brutes, but you know, any other. You shouldn't see any of the stasis ones either. But anything else is fair game. So once they're done, we're going to carry on. Then feel free to save whenever you like and back up whenever you like as well. And we're going to finish the side mission, You Are Not Authorized, first. That's what we're doing. So we're going to go back up to floor 1. I'm going to skip this. Back into the main atrium. Yeah, tentative. Don't know what's about. We do have some nodes, so we'll use that. We're going to be collecting a lot of nodes now. Mainly from upgrades. But we'll have a lot to play with. So if you've got all your weapons, your kills done, then just upgrade whichever weapon you prefer. Plasma cutter is always going to be a good one because you've got to use it in the next playthrough. But then again, we'll be on easy, so it won't be too much of a problem. But yeah, whatever you want to upgrade, really. So I went for a few in the pulse and flamethrower there. And then we'll go back through here to the shop. Just make sure it's clear. I think I hear something behind me here. There's nothing there though. Here just to sell some of the semiconductors because we're going to need a lot of room. Or a decent amount of room. We'll be picking lots of stuff up. So I'm going to sell the conductors. We've got loads of money to mess around with. In the next chapter we'll be getting the last suit upgrade, which is weirdly the last schematic as well. I don't know why the trophies happened already. So once we do that, we'll have a decent idea of upgrades with regards to purchases and things like that. So money, we'll start spending it, buying nodes and things. So don't worry about 100,000 now. So this door's always been locked. This is the one we couldn't get through and why we couldn't finish everything up to this point. Because this tram tunnel was locked off to us. And this is the route we actually need to go for Chapter 10, but we're not going to do it just yet. We're just going to come down here, get to the final rig, and then go back, make the master override, and then go backtracking. So there's going to be 2 enemies down here. You're going to have a necromorph and the one with the tail. So once you hear them, just sort of stand there. You don't want to walk into them. You want them to come to you, really. Again, flamethrower. It's good for light, if anything else. That should be the only 2 down here, but again, you never know. and push forward in the dark, and you'll see the rig. It's really obvious. You can actually see this from, if you move. I just had a look. There was nothing here for me. There may be something for you. We're actually below the tram. You can see this from the tram, but you can't use stasis to grab it. Not stasis, the other one. No, it's gone. Kinesis. Yeah, weirdly you can't grab it, although it looks close enough. So the door on the left there is the one that we use to carry on, but we're not going to do that. We'll do that in the next video. So now we're going to go all the way back. We just came into the main atrium again, and then go under into the captain's deck. What was that? Yes, okay, so little ones here, and then we've got something popping out the floor. It was really relentless, actually. The amount of enemies I got, they were everywhere for me. I think this one's a spitter. Yeah. I definitely got, in this run, more than I had in any of the other runs I've done of this. So don't do a save just yet. We'll do one as we leave. We're actually going to be finishing up 2 of the side missions here in this this run that we're doing. So in here, use this console, create override. Yes, there we go. Full clearance, and that is. That's the trophy for actually making the override. That is the side mission complete as far as we're done, and we now have master security, which means we can get into anything, which is why we're going to go and have a quick run around and grab everything. The reason I've done it at the end here is because this chapter was really short, and chapter 10 is not as short. But although we are technically in chapter 10, as you can see. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here into water purification. This is a nice, quick, easy one. So, just a quick lift ride up. And the door is to the right-hand side as we leave. That is the good thing, really. We don't really have to go too deep into all of the areas. Like here, we just have to go up this lift. And here's where we're after. So there are vents in some of these rooms, so again, you might get an enemy jump out at you. In one of these, yeah, this is it. In this locker here, you've got the weapon upgrade for the pulse rifle. And then you also have a node on the wall here. So that's what we're here for with this one. So from here, we'll go back down, and then we're going to go into medical via cryogenics. And basically work our way back towards the back of the ship and finish in engineering. So if you do think, yeah, no, I don't do it at this point. I thought I was going to do it. If you are full on inventory and things like that, you can always sell. That's another one. Sell at the stores, or if you have quite a few of the upgrades, you can just use one of the benches. You don't need to use the nodes, but you can just use the bench and it'll dump all of the upgrades that you have, giving you some more room. You'll see me do it later. So run all the way back through here to the tram and then across into cryogenics. Yeah, I don't know what the door was doing there. Through here, just being a bit cautious. You never know. So this is the room where we froze the hunter. And then dead ahead here is going to be our room that we're after. There's only a level 3. We could have done this one already, but there's another one to get here in medical. Yeah, watch out for the vent. There's a vent in the corner. Nothing comes out this time, but it did last time. So yeah, weapon upgrade, that's what we're here for the line gun. You can see that I'm getting ammo for that as well without me even... Actually, there was something... Was there something on the shelf then that I just missed? Never mind. Yeah, I am getting line gun ammo, but that's because it's definitely going to be there. It's not random. And now we'll go back through into the main heart of medical. So you'll recognise where we are at this point, I'm sure. Yeah, you can throw a save in here. Might as well do a few as we go. And then we want to use the door on the right. And into the main lab. You may encounter some things in here. I did last time. Nothing here this time. In here, we'll use that bench in a minute to drop off what we already have. We're just going to get one more. I think, yeah, we've got a crawler. If you'd have told me I'd be using the flamethrower the most in this game, I'd have said no, because I never use flamethrowers in games. I definitely don't. Try not to, anyway. So, obviously, the thing we're here for is this weapon upgrade here for the contact beam, which is also another node, which is nice. So that's medical done with. So we're going to leave medical now. We'll just use this bench. I'm not going to use the nodes. I'm just going to drop off what we already have. So I've got to cycle all the upgrades, get the nodes, free up some space. Lot of running. Unfortunately, no fast travel, but I think I'd kind of hate it if there was. I know technically there is in the tram, but yeah, you don't need fast travel here. It's pretty self-explanatory, and the map's quite good in this game, so there is that as well. So put another save in if you wish. We're going to go through to the tram station and actually use the tram, the fast travel, to get down to hydroponics. So I'll skip this because it's obviously quite a long tram ride. And I missed this container. I don't know how I missed that, but I hadn't opened that yet. I'm sure people mentioned that in the video, which I haven't yet uploaded as I'm talking. I'm sure it gets mentioned. You could probably actually come at this from the other direction, but I suppose it doesn't really matter. Either or. We'll leave through the other tram station because it is now open. But we want this main room. And then from here, I'll just put a quick save in because you never know what could go wrong. So we're going to head into hydroponics proper now. these good old jets here that I like to just stand in front of. This final door here is a level 3, so quickly open that up, get in there, and in here is a node. And then up here will be... Now every time I have done this I've had enemies be here, so there will more than likely be something up here. I wasn't expecting what I get this time, because last time it was just an explosive hand one. What do we get? All sorts. We got pregnant. Yeah, it does throw quite a few enemies at me in this place. This main room, it's actually quite quiet, which is good. Yeah, there was something that just fell through, like something just happened. So you want to go up to floor 2, like something just spawned in. I don't know what it was. There isn't anything. So from here we're going to hook back and go through this door. And this is, we're finishing off the other side, one of the other side missions now. This is Malpractice one. So this door, if it's not open, means you've missed something along the storyline with regards to the Malpractice. I forget what it's exactly called. It'll come up in a minute. So in here, first of all, will be a node. There may be an enemy. It's a pregnant one. Luckily, I've got a flamethrower ready. So again, random. Might not be anything there. So yeah, grab that node on the wall. And it's Premeditated Malpractice, that's the one that we're finishing off now. If it's not open, you'll have to go back to my previous videos and go back to the points and see where you've sort of missed anything. We're going to come in here, the oxygen will come back into the room once it shuts, you'll be fine. And there's quite a lot to do in here, so you've got these items here, you've got this log here which will finish the side mission Premeditated Malpractice. This is the final part. So it'll be inside missions. It's called Working Discreetly here. And then there's also weapon 10 of 9 I've put it as, because it's technically weapon 10 I suppose. But we already have the trophy for all the weapons, so which the prototype stasis module makes the stasis stronger. There will potentially be an enemy behind you when you get it. This one does not want to die. This one is really strong. I wonder if this is the guy on the recording. Yeah, finally. And then once the log stops, you will also get the trophy Final Regeneration, which again is part of Premeditated Malpractice. So yeah, log and the stasis module, which is what we're here for. So that's now complete as well. We're done with that. Yeah, through this door. Yeah, this is one of my low points, I would say, you're about to see. So yeah, I see there's what, 3. There's a pregnant one. There's, yeah, and I shoot it. I switch from the flamethrower. Just put one into the pregnant one so it pops, which is great. Now I get covered in the little things because I thought I'd killed them all. And then I walk over to here, forget that there's stamp on the explosive part, hurt myself quite a lot. That's what that's for. Looking at myself, what are you doing? So that's not how you're supposed to do that. You're probably going to walk out there and not even get any enemies. Never mind, make a complete ass of yourself. So now we're going to leave hydroponics anyway. With that done, and we'll go back the same way we came, obviously, and then yeah, next we're going to head to mining. So just 3 more things to grab. One's on the way out towards mining, there's one in mining, and then there's one in engineering. So you'll even get enemies in this room potentially. I swear I heard something drop in. No, there's nothing here. Just going to sell any conductors that we have. We're going well over 100,000 now. Yeah, I'm not going to use the nodes. Sorry, buy any nodes at this point. We will do all of that in the next one. Yeah, the fan's about to go above me. That's what I can hear. Yeah, so we've got this crate which is maximum security, and in here is going to be an upgrade for the line gun. And then this is the tram that leads to, well, we are in mining and then leads across to engineering. So it's a quick 1-2 here. Whole load of enemies come rushing at me through here, which is not cool. Pregnant one, and there's something else behind that as well. I think it might be another pregnant one. What is that? Oh no, it's just a stronger one. Yeah, they're not going light on me today. There definitely was nowhere near as many as this when I came through here initially. My practice. So we need to move these now. These are in the way. So pull that one across. Pull this one. I can hear things coming in. It's that power still cycling and being weird from when we were here last time. So you may get something pop out of the grate here. It doesn't this time, which is quite strange. But behind here is the room that we want. Double maximum security here. So yep, there's another upgrade, and then we've got one more to get. It's actually been large med packs in there every time I've been, so hopefully they will be there for you, because that's a lot of money. They're going to come in really handy. Nope, other way. So go back out through the tram into engineering. One more to get, and it's quite close to the start. We're not done just yet though. No. So you will see that if you're wondering, the plasma cutter's doing sort of fire damage. There's going to be one more enemy. I can hear it. It's behind me. You'll see it's doing fire damage. That's one of the upgrades I have. You'll see as it dies, it's still doing damage, and then the thing pops out. So if you're wondering, that's what that is. It's the top one. So down here, underneath, and there we are. The final one we're going to get in this video, weapon upgrade that is. And handily next to a bench, so we can dump all of our findings, a whole load of nodes here, and then spend as you wish, really. We will be getting a suit upgrade, like I said, but you should have around 100,000 credits, so you'll have more than enough to buy a few nodes to help out with that. We do have weapon upgrades to get as well, but they're not going to be too much of a problem at this point. So I'll put a couple in flamethrower, I think, because apparently I really like this weapon. Going all the way up here. I think I put some in pulse, some in plasma as well. There's a really close damage one here. I should get 2 damage ones on that. So I'm all spent up at this point. And I will just go upstairs again, put a save in, and that's where we'll pick it up in the next one, and we'll head back to where we started, all the way back to the front of the ship, and then go down that ramp and carry on with Chapter 10 proper. But yeah, I think we've done enough running around in this one, so we can call it here. For me, it's a break. For you, you might just be moving straight onto the next video, so it's no break at all. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.